Hi, I'm Alex Pault, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Talking Timepieces, where we talk about watch collecting and horology. Today, we're going to talk about the Junghans Chronoscope, and this is the Edition SC, which is a limited edition of 200 because of the sapphire crystal, which was available separately in the past. But in this edition, came with factory sapphire. So let's turn the camera around and take a close-up look at this really sharp watch. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And tell your friends. Thanks. Here's the Junghans Meister Chronoscope Edition SC. It is a limited edition, limited to 200 pieces in both the English language and German language date wheels. I'm curious myself if it was a 50-50 split or if they divided it based on market size. But it is a nice piece. The limited edition aspect is the fact that it actually has a sapphire crystal. So it has the domed crystal, but it is no longer plastic. For a while, you've been able to order the sapphire crystal as a add-on. In other words, as a upsell, you could have gotten, for example, last year, a chronoscope with a sapphire crystal. But they did this limited edition with factory sapphire crystals, and I believe it's because, milled sapphire is getting cheaper, and the fact that they could make sapphire with this kind of an aggressive curvature and make it reasonably available price-wise is a good thing. And they took it and ran with the Chronoscope, which is a very, very retro design. It harkens all the way back to the 1930s, some of the core original design cues. What I really like about the piece is the simplicity. It's full of soft curves and clean lines, which it's interesting that usually soft curves, you get soft lines, but the Chronoscope is just this big amalgamation of really interesting soft curves and very crisp lines. A sharp looking piece. I like the way the pushers have a nice oval shape to them. It really sets up the case shape and the curve of the hands and the lovely indentations of the subdials for the totalizers, and of course the running second. And as you see, this one does speak German, haha. It's a German date wheel. Interestingly enough, you have to look very closely underneath the Chronoscope, and it says Edition SC, very subdued. Partly because, of course, the Germans are very subdued, very clean in their presentation usually. And also, I think it's not that fantastic a special edition, even though it is limited to 200 pieces. Maybe they were not as brassy about the announcement, but I really do like the way the watch looks. It has a really good presentation, has very nice wrist presence, which I'll show you in a minute. But first, let's flip it over and take a quick look at the case back, because it has a Valjoux 7750 base movement in it. And as you see, it is nicely finished, clean presentation, display back. So you get your bang for your buck out of this as a mechanical watch. This is a good daily wear piece. This, especially considering the way it's done, it's a really nice gray on gray with a very high quality leather strap. It's again a very subdued presentation, but you see the effort that they went into making it a very nice strap. So all in all, it really goes a long way to presenting well. For example, the case shape. This watch is a 41 millimeter diameter, and it's about 14 millimeters thick, but it wears thinner because the way the case design is, what's visible after this presses into your wrist a bit is visibly thinner and elegant with the dome and the way the watch's lines blend so nicely to give you this really lovely presentation. It really does make a nice business casual watch. You can wear it with a suit. You can wear it with jeans. It really is a nice piece. I would put it on a NATO for very casual wear. And I think it would look sharp on a Milanese. So we'll do a Fun with Straps episode on this as well. The buckle is a nice double deployant. It is also a milled double button, double deployant strap. Junghans branding. All in all, a really nice looking piece. Let's pull out a little bit for the putting it on the arm. Wristwatch check. I'm wearing my newly acquired Air King. I'm running out of Rolexes that I'm willing to buy. I went through an Explorer 2 phase, and I realized that I wanted something a little fresher, and bought a Datejust and realized that that was too generic, expensive Rolex, and so I bought this because, like the Three Bears, it was just right. Let's throw this on the wrist. See, so for a 41, it wears really well. I have an 8.5-inch wrist about, and the watch is incredibly hard to photograph because of all of the curved lines and shiny reflection places, but you get the point. It is a beautiful piece. It has very nice wrist presence, but it looks slim on the wrist. It looks like it sits flatter on the wrist than its case thickness should indicate. So let's turn the camera around and close out the episode. If you liked it, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Tell your friends. Thanks. So that was the Junghans Edition SC Chronoscope. A really nice, retro, elegant, daily wear, business casual watch that can stand on its own up against watches that cost several times its price. Really nice watch, excellent wrist presence, and a good value. Thanks for watching.